Hello everyone. In this part, we will cover some Python programs. Here we will cover total 5 programs. We'll start with the programs. Write a program to check if a number is positive, negative or 0. Let's start with this. See, when we are checking this number, we need to use the if-else loop. You need to compare, you need to write the condition inside the if. If number is greater than the 0, then we will display it as a positive. If it is less than the 0, we will display it as a negative. And if number equals to 0, we will consider it as a 0. First, num equals to float in bracket input, enter a number. First, accept the number from the user by using the input function, then convert it into the floating point, store it in the num. If num greater than 0, okay, check num greater than 0. If yes, then print positive number. Else we need to check num equals to 0. If number is 0, see here in the else, here we are using the else if, okay, here we are using the ELIF keyword. Okay, num equals to 0, then print 0. Otherwise, we will print in else the number is negative. Okay, we will print the negative number. First, you need to check the number greater than the 0, then positive. If number is equal to 0, then 0, else print the negative number. Now go to the next. Next is write a Python program to check if a number is odd or even. Simply you need to accept the number from the user, or you can just declare here num equals to 5 or 2. Okay. So better way to accept the input from the user. So num equals to float input into bracket, enter a number. If num mod 2 equals to 0, means your number mod 2 equals to 0, then we will print it as a even number. Otherwise, in the else, we will print it as a odd number. Just you need to check for this. See, these programs are very easy. You know the logic behind this. Just you need to convert it into the Python now. Okay. Next program, write a Python program to check prime number. What does it mean by prime number? See, we know that those numbers are prime who are divisible only by 1 and itself. Means when we are considering the number is 7, then 7 is divisible by 1 and 7 only. Okay, so we need to check the number which is divisible by. Okay, we will check factor from the 2 to 6 we will check, because we know that number is when we are considering the any number, the number can be divided by 1 and the number itself. Okay, so we will check for the condition from 2 to number minus 1 only. So for this purpose, we will write this. First, we will accept the input from the user. Num equals to int input, enter a number. Then we will use the one flag. Okay, we will use the one flag variable, and we will set this flag as a false. Okay, initially this flag is false. Here we will check if number is greater than the 1. Okay, because prime numbers are greater than 1. Okay, so if number greater than 1, then for I equals to, for here we are using the for loop, for I in range. Okay, we will check this I in range. Range is a function. Here we are using the 2 parameter 2 comma num. If num mod I equals to 0, if this is equals to 0, then if factor is found, set flag to true. Flag equals to true. Okay. If this factor is found, then only set flag equals to true. Initially flag is defined false. And if the factor is found, means the number is, you got this factor, then at that time no need to check for the others. You can break out this loop and you can jump out from the loop, and you can display number is not prime. Okay, so after that click use the break. Okay, then If a flag, then print num is not a number, is not a prime number. Otherwise, print the number is a prime number. This num is a prime number. So in this way, you can complete this program. See, program logic is only 4 line or 5 line logic is here, and these lines, this hash line means a comment. Here I am providing the commenters. Okay, so compiler will not consider these comments. Okay, this comment is just we are using for the reference. It is only for understanding. Next program is write a Python program to check Armstrong number. What is meant by the Armstrong number? See, when we are considering the number ABC, then A's cube plus B's cube plus C's cube. So again you will get the ABC number. When you are considering the 1, 2, 3, 4 number, okay, if this is 4-digit number, then you need to write A raised to 4 plus B raised to 4 plus C raised to 4 plus D raised to 4, and then again you will get the A, B, C, D, 4-digit number only. Okay, so here for Armstrong number, we will first take the input from the user. So num equals to int, input, enter a number. First accept the number. Okay, so sum equals to 0. Then find the sum of the cube of each digit. Okay, so temp equals to num, consider temp equals to num first, while temp greater than 0. See, while temp greater than 0, here take digit equals to temp mod 10. Take digit equals to temp mod 10 first. Okay, means here first we will find out the factor. Okay, suppose the 123 is number. Suppose here we are considering the 153 number. Okay, so from this 153, first we need a 3 separate out, then 5, then 1. So we will consider the remainder first, and then we will add this, we will take the cube of this remainder. Okay, so cube of this remainder is digit. So digits cube. Okay, we will add this digits cube into the sum, and sum is initially 0. Okay, so sum equals to sum plus digits cube. Okay, then temp equals to 10. Okay, temp equals to 10. We are using this. Okay, then after that, see here we are dividing the number. Okay, we are dividing this temporary number by 10, and we are again using this number here in a while loop. Till what? Till the temp is greater than the 0. Okay. So see, for this example, you can refer my C programming while loop videos. In that I have clearly mentioned and given the actual execution and with the rough work how to check the given number is Armstrong or the strong number. Okay. See here. Here now we will check this num. If num equals to sum, check this sum and actual number. Here already you have copied this num into the temp. So consider this num equals to sum. If the number and the sum is the same, then display this number is Armstrong number. Otherwise display the number is not Armstrong number. Next question is write a Python program to find the factorial of a number. So again we need a one variable to calculate the factorial of. So int, here we are considering the int only, int input of enter a number. Store it in a num. Then consider the first factorial equals to 1. Set this factorial value to the 1. If number is greater than less than the 0, then print factorial does not exist for negative number. Just print factorial does not exist for negative number. Else if use the condition L if num equals to 0. If the number is 0, we know that the factorial of 0 is 1. So we will print the factorial of 0 is 1. Else, in else we will check. We will check for the number. So for I in range. Here we are using the range function because we will start from the 1 and we will stop at the num plus 1. And then factorial equals to factorial into I. We will multiply this factorial. Initially factorial is 1. Now 1 into I. 1 into I is here 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. So factorial will store the 1. Then print the factorial of number. Okay, after that first calculate the factorial and then print that factorial in the next line. The factorial of num is factorial. Okay, so in this way you can write the program for factorial of number. How to calculate the factorial of number? Similarly, you can write the program for the others also. So means uh, check if a number is odd or even, check prime number, check Armstrong number, and find out the factorial of number. So please try this program on online compiler. If you have any query while executing this program on an online compiler, you can put a message. See, just go to online compiler. So here you will get the online compiler. So just go and check for the same.